What I'll do, first of all, I'll tell you everyone's names so you're clear who it is. My name's Steve and I'm a policeman and I work here at Barnet Police Station. This lady here, her name's Cleo.
Cleo and Steve.
Cleo and Steve.
I work with Jean Clement.
I know, I haven't met Jean Clement, but we do similar jobs, but he works in a different part of London, doesn't he? I think he works
South.
Yeah, somewhere else. I've never met him, but he does work. He's a policeman.
Yes, he's a sergeant.
He's a police sergeant,
yes.
Is he? Oh, okay. And Cleo's a police lady, and her job is the controller today, and that means she controls everything that's going on there, making sure it's all working. Okay, and if you see, she had a pen and paper and she might make some notes because she might want to ask something at the end. Do you want a pen? And then from then we'll talk. So that leaves one other person here, and that's you. Can I just ask you to say your full name, please? What's your first name?
Elisa.
Elisa.
Well, my real name is Grace.
Grace.
But my name my name is Elisa Gareva Dearman, but my second name is Grace, as I said.
So Alicia, Grace, Gareva
Dearman.
Okay, so it's 4 names you've got.
Yes.
Okay, so and have you got a middle name? Is Grace your middle name?
Yes.
And no other names?
No, it's Grace.
Okay, perfect. So Alicia, Grace, Gareva, Dearman.
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you, Alicia?
I'm 9 years. I'm 9 years old right now.
Yeah. And so, do you prefer to be called Alicia or Grace? For one.
Elisa. Because I'm used to being called Elisa.
Yeah, Elisa. Okay.
And I've been called Grace.
No. Okay. So, what I'd like to do is just go through some of the rules and just explain today's date. It's 10:30 in the evening, and it's the 5th of September. And as I said, we're here at Barnet, and what we're going to talk about, I wasn't there. So because I wasn't there, I need you to explain in as much detail everything you can remember. Okay, so just really think about everything that you can remember and tell me about it. Okay? If I ask you something, you don't understand what I'm saying, tell me, yeah? And I'll look at a different way, okay? And that goes the other way. If you say something and I'm not really sure what you mean, I might ask you to say it again, or I might ask the question in a different way. Yeah, I might say, well, what does that mean? Or can you tell me? And so that's that one, really. If I ask you a question and you don't know the answer, that's fine. Just tell me you don't know. Okay? And that's because I want you to tell everything the truth, okay? I don't want you to guess. If you don't know, just tell me, okay? And that leads on the next thing. We must tell the truth, and that's you and me. So if I ask you something, you've got to tell me the truth, and if you ask me something, I'll tell you the truth. Should we agree that, shall we? Yeah? What I want to do is just make sure you understand the difference between truth and a lie. Okay? I've had this paper.
Truth is, and also is just opposite.
Truth is what?
Truth is opposite.
Opposite to
well,
what?
Lie is opposite truth.
Lie is opposite to the truth. So, right, if I tell you this, if I've drawn this picture here, this is on Cleo's paper. She sees this picture, and she says, who drawn that? I said, yes, it was me that drew it, I'm sorry. Would that be the truth or a lie?
That would be truth. That
would be the truth. So what would have been a lie?
No, I did not draw it, or somebody else, I don't know who.
That would be a lie, yes. So, why do sometimes people tell the truth? Tell the lie. Why do sometimes people tell a lie?
So, because maybe sometimes they do. Maybe it's personal, I don't know.
What do you mean?
So maybe like if, I don't know, so why would they say a lie?
Yeah, why would they say a lie?
Maybe they don't want you to know about that.
Yeah, sometimes they don't want to tell you about it. Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to be in trouble. They don't want anyone to be in trouble.
That's also a good reason that sometimes people lie. That's true, that people don't want to get in trouble. And in here, you won't get in trouble, okay? As long as you tell the truth, you will not get in trouble for anything you've said or done, okay? As long as you tell us now. Okay? Is it, yeah? And I promise that. And I say I've got to tell the truth as well. And from that, I need to say that includes if you use rude words or things like that. In here, you're allowed to use those rude words, okay? Your mummy knows what we're going to be talking about and knows that you're here. And she won't tell you off if you need to use those sort of words. I'd rather you use those rude words to tell me exactly what happened than try and make it polite and you miss out things that have happened.
So I don't understand.
Well, say for example, me and Cleo were having a conversation and you heard Cleo swear.
Yes.
Right? Do you understand that bit?
Yes.
So me and her talking, Cleo swore while she was talking to me. She said a rude word. And then I say to you, did you hear what Cleo said? And I say, tell me what Cleo said. I'd rather you tell me everything, including the swear words.
So I should say...
Say like said, oh, Cleo said, oh, this camera's shit. Say she said that. And I say to you, what did Cleo say? I don't want you to say, oh, Cleo said the camera's rubbish. I want you to say, Cleo said the camera was shit. Do you see?
Yes, so I should...
So don't try and make it polite.
Yes.
Say exactly. Is that clear?
Yes, so I should say what exactly.
Exactly. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. So you've come here with your mum, and do you live with your mum, do you?
Yeah, I live with her.
And who else do you live with?
And that's just my mum I live with. Only my mum.
No one else?
No.
No other family in your
I don't
house?
live with my dad, no.
What about brothers?
No. I live with my brother Gabriel.
So it's you, Gabriel, your mum?
Yes, and I know, when three.
Three of you?
Yes.
Okay.
And my big brother James, he sometimes comes.
Okay, and who's James?
James is just my big brother, but he's not really like... He knows this about this, but no, he doesn't really like doing it.
What do you mean?
So my big brother James.
Yeah, James. How old is James?
He's about 17, but he's not really included because he doesn't really live with us.
Oh, okay, so where does he live?
He lives with his other dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't live with us, but
okay.
he comes to visit us on Saturdays.
Oh, I see. So is he your half a brother, is he?
And he is my brother. He is my brother.
Right.
So it's just that his dad is married so my mum married two men.
Yep.
So first is when my big brother was born.
Yeah.
And after she broke up with, his name is Will.
Yeah.
He broke up with him.
Yeah.
And after him, she didn't marry, but she loved Ricky, which is my dad.
Yeah.
So then we were born. So then she broke up.
So your dad is Ricky.
Okay.
James's dad is Will.
Will Draper, and my mum's name is Ella Draper.
But you and James both have the same mum, who's Ella, yeah?
Yes.
Understand. And what about Gabriel?
Gabriel, yes, he's my brother, yes.
And is he the son of Will, or is he the son of Ricky?
Son of Ricky. Me and Gabriel are so the daughter and son of Ricky, and James is son of Will.
Perfect. So you live with your mum?
Yes.
And do you ever get to see your dad, do you?
My dad, Ricky.
Ricky, do you ever get to see him?
Every two Saturdays, but actually, in fact, he lies to my mum, and he says that he just sees us every two Saturdays.
And do you see him every 2 Saturdays?
Orders.
Okay.
So
do you see him every 2 Saturdays?
Nope. We see him every single day.
Every single day? And how do you do that?
He comes to our school.
Oh, does he? And what does he do at the school?
He does sex to us. He kills babies there.
Right.
We eat babies. We drink their blood.
Okay.
Because this is how we do it. So like on Wednesdays is the most special, busiest day, day.
Okay. We'll take it little bit by little bit. So you say your dad comes to your school every day.
Yes.
What does that mean? He comes
That
to your
means
school every
so
day.
that means he comes like whenever we have school on Saturdays. He comes and sees us there.
Whereabouts does he come and see you?
My school, Christchurch Primary School.
Okay.
Yes, that's the area we live next to Christchurch Primary School
Yeah.
because we live in 5 Patterson Road, and then after he comes to our school.
Okay. So who drops you off at school in the morning?
My mum.
So you get dropped off at school.
Yes.
When you get dropped off at school, what do you do then?
So then they check if the coast is clear, if my mum's not there or anything around the area.
Okay.
So they go, Mr. Morris, the caretaker,
Yeah.
he goes around the school areas and checks if my mum is there or anything, like if the coast is clear.
Right.
And after they call my dad and say that everything's alright, my mum is not there, it's all clear.
How do you know that?
Because they got the number of my dad.
And how do you know that?
Because I heard them talking to my dad. That was exactly my own dad's voice. Exactly.
So where were you when you heard this caretaker speaking to your dad?
Staff room.
Why were you in the staff room?
Because that's where they do sex to me. That.
So you've got to school. Right,
Yes.
You've got to school. You've got. How did you get to school?
So we just go and buy a car though.
So you go by car
Yes.
with your mum.
Yes.
Get to the school.
Yes.
So you get out of the car.
Yes.
And where'd you go first of all?
So this is where we park, and there's this little path. You go upstairs and then there's a little path, and then here's our school.
Yes.
So then you just walk in, but that's where the infants are. But you have to go further along, and that's where the junior, because I'm in junior. So then when you go in the junior, there's downstairs, and then there's a big playground, and then there's this office and the whole school there.
So you go into the school in the infants park,
Yes.
and you walk round to the primary
Yes, so
park.
then at the front, when you just come in the room,
Okay.
there's an office just at the front. There's a door going in the hallway where we do assembly,
Yeah.
and on the right, no, on the left, you go in and there's the headmistress office there,
Okay.
and then the staff toilet, and it's just this like where the teachers go and do the typing and work.
Yeah.
And there's upstairs there's year 4 and year 5.
Yeah.
And after, just like I'm in year 4, so in year 4 there's just there, and then year 5 is there on that side,
Okay.
and the staff room is just at the front of us. So
Okay.
just walk in the staff room, and then there's this kitchen, and then there's a sofa, and that's where we do
Okay.
sex.
So why do you go in there first of all? Why don't you just go to class?
Like, we go to class sometimes too. Yes.
Right. So
We go to class
Okay.
sometimes. Yes.
Okay. So you go to class.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happens when you get
And
to
then
class?
they got this, in my classroom, they got this little door at the back, right at the back
Yeah.
of the classroom. They got a little door, and it's just like a tiny little room. It's all stuffed with sweets, prizes, especially to pay the children with sweets to do sex to them.
Right.
Yeah, so they give sweets as much as they like.
Yeah.
So they give sweets so till they're like full, they're done. So because while they eat the sweets, they do sex to them. So they pay them sweets, and then after they do what they want them to do.
Okay.
Because the children.
Who? What children? What children?
So there's children from our school, 200 children in our
Yes.
school, but it's not like all.
Okay.
There's 20
What
special
ones? Tell
children.
me. Who are these 20
There's
special children?
Millie, she's a brown girl.
Millie who?
Millie Cowell,
Millie Cow.
yes.
Okay. So how do you know she's one of the 20 special children?
Because I know, because she comes and they do sex to her, mostly.
Who's they? Who's they?
The teachers, the parents, the staff.
Every single teacher or specific teachers?
No, the whole school does it. The whole school, and we got our own church
Yeah.
too. So because they do that, because after as I said, we kill babies, we drink their blood, we eat them.
Okay.
But then after so the social services who are in it,
Yeah.
they go to families, so if the families can't afford, so they got a baby but they can't look after it or anything, they can't buy food, or they can't buy clothes, they can't look after it, so So the families who sell their children,
Yeah.
so the social services get them. They say they get them to a foster home, but they don't. They get the babies or the children, and then they get Miss Marden,
Yeah.
our nurse in our school. She injects the child or baby in the neck just here though.
Right. Okay. And how do you know that?
Because I saw her doing it.
How did you see her doing it?
Because I saw her in the staff room. She was getting this. So she got this injection, and she done. So the baby was there. It was just sitting on the table,
Right.
and I was just laughing there. And after she just injected her, and I was I slowly went to sleep. But not just like a thud, not like just fell straight away. They put because it looked like it was slowly moving down like that.
Right.
Yeah, so then after
So his baby's gone to sleep.
yes,
what
and then
happens?
after they get put on this bit, they get the baby, they hang it upside down,
And how's they hang
yes,
upside
with
down?
the string
From where?
on the wall, because there's this little like is a screw, and they put a string as like a circle string,
Yeah.
tie it to the legs, hang it upside down, and then they get the knife they use for cutting the baby's head off. So you know this big ones, like this big Chinese ones,
Yeah.
which you chop up coconut and stuff.
Right.
Yes, they get cleavers, aren't they? No,
Okay.
I don't know what they're called.
You've described it well enough.
Yes.
Right, okay.
So then because our dad, he forces me and Gabriel to do it. But because we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off, he does us to hold the knife, and he puts his hand at the top of our hand, and he helps us to cut the baby's head off. Because he's learning, he's teaching me and Gabriel, so when we're older, to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it this that happens?
The church, the kitchen in our church.
The kitchen in the church.
Yes, they
okay.
got.
So
Yes.
right, this string. Tell me about this string.
So it's just like, it's not just like just a thin normal string. It's a bit thick. It's like maybe that thick,
Okay.
and they tie around
Okay.
like in a circle.
Right.
Hang it up on the
Where do they tie it to on the baby?
So it's like on legs. So they put the legs
Right.
together, tie it on,
Yeah.
and so it's like one string around and then one string attached,
Yeah.
and it's hanging upside down. They get the knife, but they don't just cut it off absolutely. It's still on. So they slide the head off, but it's still hanging on.
So okay.
Yes, and then there's a big white bowl on
Yeah.
the floor, and then the blood drips in, and then we pour it in a big silver goblet.
Okay. So where's this white bowl? Where did they get the white bowl from?
They bought the big white bowl
From where?
from there's any shop, any white
And where did they get the bowl? Where did they get the bowl from this time?
any shop like this. So you know
But you obviously didn't see them get the bowl.
no, I don't know what shop, but I think they went to this what is it called, the next Brent Cross.
Okay.
It's near Brent Cross.
Where is it kept at the
In a
church?
cupboard.
What cupboard?
There's just like a normal cupboard. So it's like
Whereabouts?
like a cupboard, like a kitchen cupboard.
Right. Okay.
So
And
it's
where
like
is this kitchen cupboard?
Yes, so there's a kitchen in the church and
Right.
in a school.
Right. There's a kitchen.
Yes.
I've got it. This
Yes.
kitchen. So in the kitchen,
Yes.
the baby's hanging up,
Yes.
and you said that there's a
Yes.
white
So
bowl,
then, yes.
and it's kept in a
Yes.
cupboard. So what cupboard is it kept in?
It's just a wooden cupboard. So it's like
Okay. So if I was to go in the kitchen, how would I find it? Tell me how I can find
so
the
it's
bowl.
like it's not as big as this room. It's
Yeah.
much bigger.
Okay.
Bigger.
Right.
So it's just like maybe just around on this wall, just around here. There's this little cupboard.
Right.
It's not little. It's kind of medium size.
Right. There's a medium cupboard. So where's the door? So you
Yes,
described
and
the
the
kitchen.
door is a bit like that. A bit
Right.
like that.
So the door's over there.
Yes.
Then you said the cupboard would be in the other corner.
Yes.
Have I got that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And is the cupboard up in the top or down
Yeah.
on the bottom?
No, it's at the top, like
a
in the
top-
middle, like that. Yes.
And you say it's wooden. What colour wooden?
Just normal brown wood.
Okay. And there are any other cupboards around it?
Yes, there is some other cupboards like around the walls.
So,
You know, like so lots and lots and lots.
So-
It's just a few.
if I come in, how can I go to that cupboard without making any mistake with one of the other
So like if you come in a room, here's this sink, and here's this big table,
Yeah.
and just this little as I said, a cupboard.
Okay.
So you see this frame and it says
Yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
It's like a bit bigger than that size, and it's just that a bit that colour of wood, a bit brown,
Yeah.
and then it's just this cupboard, and then just got the normal handles, and then just like this, just wooden handles.
Okay.
So you have to open, and there's this white bowl and a silver goblet. The things that we use, the plates that we used to eat the baby on. Yes. So and they tell me and Gabriel, but who actually killed the babies was my father. He kills the babies.
Okay. So the baby's hanging up. And
Yes.
you say, how do they hang it up? What do they use? You've got the string on
Yes.
the leg.
Yes.
And then what's it attached to?
No. It's got a screwdriver on the wall.
There's a screwdriver
Yes.
on the wall. Whereabouts
They
on
hang-
the wall?
It's just like a wall. It's not like the same like this room. The door is actually there. That's the kitchen where we actually do that's the usual kitchen where we usually like.
So you go in, go
Yes.
through the door. So
Yes.
where's this screw on the wall?
So it's just like the door. Pretend the door is just there.
Yeah.
It's another kitchen though.
Yeah.
This is the kitchen that we usually use.
Yeah. So how do I know that's a different kitchen? What's different about this kitchen? Where
Look,
is
this
it?
is just a different shape and it looks different.
Whereabouts is this kitchen in the
In our school.
Whereabouts in the school?
So it's just like this school, just this normal kitchen school. The kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yes, where they make the school dinners.
So, right, the school canteen
Yes.
kitchen. Okay, so it's in
Yes.
there. So you go in the door.
Yes.
Where's the screw on the wall?
So it's just like that. It's just like this. So here's the door when
Yeah.
you come in, and there's this little screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Well,
Screwdriver.
it's not a screwdriver. A screw.
Right, a screw.
Yes, it's in the wall,
Right.
but it got a space on.
Yeah.
So you have to hang the string on.
Yeah.
But you make sure it's still it's like secure.
Yeah.
So they put because Mr. Morris he works hard. He works with hammers. He works that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah. So he gets this screw in the wall, and then after he hangs it up, he hangs the baby up.
Right, okay.
And Papa and me,
Yeah.
either me or Gabriel hold on to the knife, but he actually kills the baby because he puts his hand on our hand.
Okay.
So then he says to swing and then just chop off the baby's head off, but like stop straight away, like maybe so like once, so you go like this one, and then just leave a bit of space so it's still on the head. But it's just the blood is dripping in the bowl though. That's how we drain out the blood.
Okay, so you do that. Blood's dripping. Does blood not go like everywhere? Or not?
No. We don't make that. We go like this. Like we don't just go like smash like that. We go like this. One like not so speedy.
Yeah.
Just like medium speed. So you just go like that fast,
Okay.
like that, and we make sure it's not like blood spilled everywhere because we make sure that everything is clean, as much as clean as they can do it, because they clean it after that too.
Okay.
So if there's
cleaned up.
blood is on the floor or something, like that, they wipe it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So the blood's in the bowl.
yes,
what
and then
happens
we
to the
put,
blood?
and then after we pour it in the silver goblet. And
Where do they get this silver goblet from?
I don't know what shop.
No,
but
but like where it
yes, it's with the white bowl in the same cupboard.
in the same cupboard,
Yes.
this wooden cupboard. And
Yes.
That's not in this kitchen with it hanging on the screw. It's in a different kitchen. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
because they get the bowl from the other kitchen to
Got
that
it.
kitchen.
Understood. So where are all the people that work in the canteen then when this is happening?
I don't understand.
Well, there's obviously, if it's a kitchen,
Yes.
to make, I assume Is it to make all the children's lunches?
Yes, but instead
where are
instead
those
of
people?
making the children lunches, they give baby to the children.
They give baby to the children.
Yes, so they give like if they say there's spaghetti bolognese that day, they put a bit of baby meat in all the time.
And how do they make baby meat to use spaghetti
Because
bolognese?
because they cut the baby. Mrs. Forsyth,
Yeah.
the headmistress, she cuts the baby.
And what about all the bones and that?
Yes, they keep the bones.
Where?
But
Where do they go?
No, I know, but the bones they don't just like keep them. They make stuff out of them. So they make like statues of the
Where are all these
church.
statues?
Yes, because they got carving, like there's people carving people. They work near Swiss Cottage, somewhere there. That's where they work, in the carving shop. And it's just, and then they tell that there's a man called Felix there, and then he makes this like he makes statues of churches. He makes that kind of stuff. Like so, he makes.
Sorry. Can you be quiet, please? We're just doing an interview. Cheers. Yeah, no, fine. Cheers.
So it's just like they make like statues and stuff out of the bones.
Yeah.
Because they got as I said, they got carving people. So they got Felix, they got Max.
Yeah.
Those are the two people who are the best ones at carving.
Yeah.
So our church, we got our own church.
Yeah.
Yes, they make carving of that church, and then they don't just sell it.
Yeah.
They sell it sometimes, but they keep it. The school keeps it sometimes,
Yeah.
but usually they sell it for money because they want money.
And how do you know all this?
Because I saw they have statues of them.
Okay. So Felix makes statues.
Yes, and the
he-
skulls
he-
of the babies. You know the skulls.
Yeah.
Yes, they get the skulls and they make hole. They make a hole with a driller. So they make a hole in, and they tie string around,
Yeah.
and then they put all around the body, but they're naked, and they got this tattoo on the private with like little piercings.
Okay.
Not like earrings, but like little gold piercings around the private,
Yeah.
and they all dance around with skulls on in the church there.
Okay.
So they have skulls, like the teachers and the staff, they got 20 skulls each.
And how do you know they've got 20 each?
Yes, because I counted once. They were like, there's one here, and then there's one here, and there's one on the neck here. Like they looks like skulls everywhere, on the knees, on the elbows. It looks like armor.
Okay. So if I was to try and find these skulls, where would I find them?
Yes, in the church.
Where
in the church? So there's this secret rooms. They got secret rooms.
Go on. Tell me, how do I find the secret?
So when you go in the secret rooms, because they hide it in loads of places.
Would you be able to help me find them, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
but they just hide them anywhere. They just hide it like in one place, then they move to other place, then they move to other place. There's just.
Okay, so I go into the church now.
Yes, and they hide. Usually they hide it in their houses because they have parties in their houses.
Okay.
Because
And
Mr.
how do you know
Hollings,
that?
my teacher,
Yes.
he lives in Highgate.
Right.
Yes. You can see his house because his Porsche,
Yeah.
he got Porsche and it's just at the front of his house.
Okay. So, how do you know he keeps them in his house?
Because I know, because I went to his house once.
Tell me about his house. What does it look like?
It's big.
Okay, big. We go in the front door. What colour's
Yes.
the front door?
It's just normal black colour, normal black.
Normal black.
Yes,
So
yes.
I go in. I've gone in to
Yes.
Mr. Peters' house, was it? Sorry?
No, Mr. Hollings.
Mr. Hollings, sorry. Gone into Mr. Hollings' house.
Yes.
Through the black door.
Yes, and then
So
there's this
what do I go into?
corridor.
What room?
There's a
Into the
corridor.
Tell me about the corridor first of all.
So there's a corridor, and then it's just got like a little corridor, and there's this little table there, and the shoes there, all his kind of shoes. Yes.
Right.
And
Stop there. Stop.
yes.
Sorry, I don't mean to. It's rude of me to interrupt
Yes, it's
you. I'm
okay.
sorry. So we've gone into this corridor. You see, it's a small corridor.
Yes.
There's a table
Yes.
with shoes.
Yes.
So tell me about the table. Tell me everything about this table.
This table is it's not like, it does not have stuff on. It doesn't have just like skulls on. It doesn't have that.
No.
It got just like maybe car keys. Maybe it got his jacket on.
Okay.
Maybe it got his bag on. I don't know. Different kind of stuff. Personal stuff.
Okay, so this table, what does it look like?
It's just like a normal, like a square table.
So it's square.
Yes.
Because obviously there is like in here, like someone could describe that as a table, this as a table. So
No,
they're
it's-
all very different, aren't they? So tell me about, first of all, if you stand up for me,
Yes.
stand up, can you stand up? So how high to you is the table?
Here,
Okay.
here, somewhere here.
Okay, so it's somewhere there, and
Yes.
then what colour is it?
It's just normal, just normal like black color like this. It's normal wood and black.
Wood and black.
Yes,
So it's
just
wood and
normal.
black.
Yes.
Okay. So it's up to, so it's a little bit higher than this
Yes.
table. It's wood and black. It's
Yes.
square.
Yes. So it's just like that big, like
Okay.
that. That's the same like this and like this.
Okay. And then, right, so that's the top of it,
Yes.
described, and it's square.
Yes.
And then, when you go down a bit, what's
Yes,
there?
just under the table there's shoes there, his shoes there, so
Okay.
like all his different kind of shoes.
So
His
under the
shoes,
table
yes.
keeps his shoes.
Yes.
Okay. And then what about the floor? What's on the floor?
On the floor is just, as I said, it's just got shoes on. And
Okay,
it got a
but
little
what's the
carpet.
floor? Sorry?
It got carpet on the floor
Carpet.
too.
What sort of carpet?
Well, it's not like carpet, like it's not like carpet everywhere. There's a
Okay.
like you know when you come in the house and there's just usually a small carpet at the front of the door.
Yeah.
It got that, and then the rest is just wooden.
What
wooden,
sort of
just
wood?
brown. Just you see this colored door, just that like that.
So that shows quite a dark brown. Can you just
Yes.
move the camera to the door for us? So that sort of colour brown. So that's colour brown for his floor.
Yes,
So you go down the corridor,
yes.
and then what rooms are off the corridor?
So where's this corridor? Here's the living room. Here's the kitchen, and then just there's this toilet, and then here's you go up the room, up the
Okay.
stairs.
Okay. So right. So go in.
Yes,
There's a living room,
yes,
a kitchen,
yes,
a downstairs toilet, and
yes,
some stairs that go upstairs.
yes, yes,
And have you been in all of those rooms downstairs?
yes.
Okay. Tell me about the living room first of all. What's in
The
there?
living room, they've got secret rooms in there.
What does that mean?
They've got secret rooms in there.
In the living room?
Yes.
Okay, well
They're
tell me
top
about...
secret, top secret.
Okay, if we talk about the not top secret bits first of all, tell me
Yes.
about the normal bits of the living room.
Yes, it's just like, it's bigger than this.
Okay, so it's a room bigger than this.
Yes, it's a big large room, and then you've got a table, you've got a television, you've got a sofa. It's like a normal living room.
Okay,
Yes, and just that there's like a half part is a living room, and a half part is a dining room.
okay,
So it's like mixed rooms. That's why it's big.
okay. So
Yes.
it's got a living room and a dining room,
Yes,
yeah? And
in one whole room.
has he got any tables or chairs or
Yes.
sofas or anything
Yes,
like
yes.
that? What's he got?
So you've got a television, just a big Samsung,
Samsung. How do you know
Yes.
it's Samsung?
because you can see the silver writing Samsung on.
Okay, so he's got Samsung telly, a big
Yes,
one. And does that... Where is that telly?
It's just like at the front, like it looks a bit like a table like that, but it's a bit smaller.
And
It's a bit like this size, this height.
And how big is that area thing?
It's the same size, but it's just this height.
So it's as big as this,
Yes.
but smaller. So about this height of this.
Yes.
But okay.
And then it's just the television is done, and the sofa's there.
Tell me
there's
about
a
the
table.
sofa. What sort of
So
sofa
it's
you
just
got?
like it's not like a sofa. It's not like a multicolored.
It's
It's
not
just
much.
it's just like this, not brown, but it's kind of blackish, really dark brown.
And what sort of size is the sofa?
It's like this, but like if you join that chair to the sofa,
Yeah.
so if it's like that, and you add a chair just here,
So
like it's a join.
So it's longer, is it?
Yes, yes.
And what about... And then... okay.
So it's a long sofa, it's like that, like this.
And what shape is it, the sofa?
So it's like this. So you go, it's like that, the sofa, like
Okay,
that.
like an L shape. you
Yeah,
say.
like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's got a bigger sofa than this. It's like a blacky colour.
Yes,
in an L shape.
really dark brown, but
Okay.
like much darker.
And where does he keep the baby skulls?
The baby skull's in his house. Yes.
Whereabouts?
So then at the front, where the dining room, there's this big wardrobe,
Yeah.
and he just keeps maybe spare clothes or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
maybe like if there's like maybe plates, bowls, anything like that.
Yeah.
He just keeps it there. But it's not like the wardrobe is just like the skull's right in the wardrobe. You
Yeah.
can see it, like you open the door and you can see it.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's
No.
top secret in there.
Go on, tell me how to find
Yes.
it.
So then after it's just maybe this, because sometimes he keeps spare clothes, as I said.
Yeah.
So you've got a hanger and you've got just clothes, the coats or anything like that.
Yeah.
There. And then after you have to apart the clothes. And there's a little
Okay.
door there, but it's like it looks camouflaged. You
How
can't
do you
really
mean?
see it.
So how would I be able to find it, the door?
So, so here's the clothes, but you can't see the door because the clothes are in front of it.
Yeah.
It's all like all covered like that.
Yeah.
But you have to part the clothes, and after you can, it's like it looks like just like a normal wall,
Yeah.
but it's not a normal wall. It got a little handle there.
Is there?
Yes,
And what does this handle look like? How could I find it?
it's looking like not like a handle like that, but it's still wooden. It's like a bendy one, like
Okay.
like how to say like that.